Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, your vibes for the week ahead. Earth signs, by the book. By the book. There are scales on this card. Okay, so this is about legal responsibility. All right. Upholding a certain level of integrity. All right. Because there are eyes on this card that might be watching you, or you may be watching others, your environment, your life, and being like, look, check it out. I got to live on the surface. I need to be on the up and up about things. I can't lie anymore. I can't hide anymore. I can't be breaking rules or laws or feeling like someone's watching me. I can feel the moral compass here in the earth signs that is really heightened this week, whether you are encouraged and wanting this by inspiration or it's coming to you from the outer environment. Okay, I can feel how earth signs need to make sure that you play by the rules. You don't want to be the one who gets caught with misconduct or some kind of negative, illegal, or inappropriate behavior, whatever. Okay, because sometimes people watch what you're doing even when you're not sure if it's seen. Okay, and I also want to say to you, earth sign, that the same thing goes. Like, I feel like a lot of earth signs, this is you playing by the rules, being a good, upstanding, moral individual, and then looking around at your life and being like, well, there's some work to be done this week around here, signs, okay? So it's all up to you. And a little bit of what's going on here. This is interesting. You've got the card number 17, focus. And that's an archer on this card who has laser focus, kaboom, and she's gonna just illuminate something, whatever she has her sights set on. So I want to say to you, earth signs, like I feel there could be some like whistleblowing here, some kind of cleanup here. I am focused on the rules and the laws, who's abiding and who's not, who's up to par and standard and who's not. And I feel how the focus is really important, because what you focus on is what grows and expands in your life. So if you're focused on all the problems that you see, you better also put just as much effort into finding resolution for those problems, or holding those problems accountable through some kind of action, because you don't want to be over inundated. Like, it's, oh, I see all the problems. Whoa, look at all the problems I have, but never do anything about them. That's not what's up. You need to handle your stuff this week for certain, earth sign. I feel how it's weighing on you, and the opportunity is there for you this week. It really is in your hands this week, earth sign, to turn some things around, to achieve some kind of goal. Okay, this by the book, this could be legal resolution, a settlement, an achievement that you have really been working hard to get diligently, right? You've been doing all the damn things that you need to do, and you're focused. This could be something wonderful in your life, or it could be a disaster that you're looking around and getting feelings about, and spirit is calling you to advocate. No one's going to create a life worth living for you than you, okay? You're the one who has to decide what needs done and follow through with whatever it is. Additional factors, earth signs, you got well-being and home. Well-being and home. Now, I know these can be two totally different things, but they can also be one and the fucking same. All right. That home should be the safe place for you, somewhere, some part of your home, some part of yourself, or sign, where you can really let your hair down and feel free. Okay. This is about recognizing what's right, embracing that, recognizing what's not, and addressing that. So these two could be one and the same, of course. Home, earth sign. Your home is what you make it. Some of us don't have the kinds of home lives that we desire, the stable foundation, the people who are there, the monetary support, the decorations, these kinds of things, the space, the quality, whatever that is for you. It's up to you as the adult who's living your life to create that shit. Earth sign. Oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. Well, did you try to create something different, better? Have you put more effort in that area to make changes? Or have you just hoped that somehow things would improve? The ball's in your court, earth sign. You got to anchor that shit into reality. Well-being is the card also. This shows a person like laying in the grass under the moonlight. Well-being. There are so many different levels to well-being. There's like physical health, emotional health, mental health, your spiritual well-being as well. There's so many different factors that play a role. And once again, earth sign, you are the person living in your body. Okay. And it's up to you to take care of your body and your home by the book in a disciplined way. Okay. Spirit is calling you. Look, if you think your life is crazy, clean your fucking house. I'm sorry to say it like that, but spirit wants me to say it like that. Maybe your house is crazy too. That is a reflection of what could be going on inside of you. And if you start with some of that, then the other stuff will kind of more easily click into place. All right. Now, earth sign, spirit is saying this by the book. There are things that are calling your attention. All right. And you can no longer neglect that. Your focus is being called to a certain area of your life, your home, your well being, your heart, whatever this is for you, Earth sign. It is important to place the focus, do your best to encourage some kind of smoother pattern that is more in alignment with you. Okay. Because the potential is there for that, but it takes some advocation, it takes some speaking up, it takes some actionable steps, it takes some thinking about it and pondering and really like wrapping your head and your heart around it, not just pretending that you don't have this problem and hoping it goes away, because that's not how it works. Okay, so right now the ball is in your court, Earth sign, to do what you know is right in all of the areas where you're suffering. And then you will see how your life smooths out, but it's through your doing. You have to do something, say something. You see it, you feel it, you've got to take an actionable step to create resolution. Otherwise, you're just sitting in the same old energy and hoping that something changes all on its own. And the likelihood of that is slim to none. So let's talk to Taurus now. Now you have all these cards here by the book, focus, home, and well-being. Your two cards are the Three of Swords and the Queen of Clubs. Now, Three of Swords is about heartbreak, heartache, cheating, infidelity, this kind of thing that really tears us in a lot of different directions. See the scissors? There's like a sword on that card, cutting it off. It's too much. We need to cut some things away. We need to cut some of this stuff out of our life that is hurting us, Taurus, whatever that is for you. And also, this Queen of Clubs indicates someone who is seen, someone who is commanding of the room. Everybody knows this, okay? So I want to say to you, Taurus, I kind of feel the imbalance here, how you want to be seen as healthy and upstanding and everything's okay. But inside, you have real human wounds like everyone else. And it's kind of hard to uphold this facade of I'm fine and really tackle these actual problems that you have that are bothersome to you. Okay, so Spirit is saying it's okay to be fallible. It's okay to let that guard down and handle your stuff. It's okay to feel broken sometimes. It doesn't mean you've lost anything or you're missing anything. That's not what it means at all, Taurus. All it means is you're trying to figure it out from where you're at. And that starts with you getting in touch with your heart, weeding out some of the things that you know are not right for you. Don't backslide, don't backpedal, no matter how familiar or comfortable some of those things might seem, no matter how easy it is. It's easy to fuck up, isn't it? Just because it's easy does not mean it's right, does not mean it's good. Okay, so Spirit is saying sometimes it's those hard changes, the actionable steps that we take, those real decisions that we make with clarity that take us to the most wonderful spaces of our life. But we have to look with reality, with clarity. What's hurting me? Why do I still have this in my life? Taurus, it's up to you to take that action, to whip things around and remove anything that you don't care for anymore or that hurts you. That's what I have for Taurus. Virgo, you also have by the book, focus, home, and well-being. Okay, so I can feel how you have a certain standard that you want everything to be, and there's a vision here. And maybe if like something's not quite in line, I need to tell you from Spirit, Virgo, that you may have doubts about the vision for your future because you're not quite seeing it, or maybe there's a hiccup in the process. Spirit says that does not have any impact on the final outcome. Okay, so you're still moving in the right direction. Don't be discouraged by missteps, by setbacks, by obstacles or hurdles. That's so that you can learn and grow. And I feel like some of these hurdles might be from other people outside of yourself, and it's for them to learn and grow also. But Virgo, you must hold them accountable. I.e., something like, hey, a coworker who's in this project with me, you're not holding yourself accountable and doing your part of this thing or whatever. And instead of turning my blind eye, I'm going to show you how to do it and do it fucking right. Okay. Or I'm going to come back to you later and make sure that it was done, not just look the other way and hope and pray that they listened. Okay, Virgo, because that's not going to solve your problems. Some things need a little bit more time, attention, discipline around it. Okay, before it finally sinks in and becomes more of a stable or standard routine. That's what I feel here for Virgo. Now, I do want to say to you that anything worth having takes some time and effort and intention around it, and there is work to be done that could potentially impact and benefit the whole of whom we're speaking here, your well-being, your home, and everyone else that is involved there. Playing by the book and staying focused on what's right and your integrity and your moral compass is what Spirit is definitely advising for Virgo. The card that you have from this one is also number 17, which is funny because this is 17 focus and this is 17 the star. So that's like a boom boom double message for Virgo. 1 and 7 adds up to the number 8. 8 is the number of manifestation. What are you trying to create with your life? Okay, the star is about the wish and the hope and the prayer in your heart of hearts. God, I hope this will work out. I've been working towards this for quite some time and I've been praying about it and it feels like the right thing to do, but I'm not quite seeing it yet. Spirit hears you. You don't have to see it. Your eyes are going to be the last thing to see it, okay? But your heart already knows. So hold on to that. Don't let it go. You've also got the 7 of hearts here, which talks about the potential for doing that. Let me just say this for Virgo while Spirit's taking me in a whole different direction. 7 of hearts is about your options, okay? Using your own inner discernment to decide what's better for you and what's not. I kind of feel how some Virgos are thinking about trashing the plan or maybe putting it on a back burner and deciding to go down some other avenue instead. And it's almost like, oh no, I didn't even think about this, but now it's here in front of me and I might take this avenue instead and go in this direction. Instead, I want to say to you, evaluate your heart's wishes because they may be changing. Okay. If you can be so fluid about shifting tracks like that, then, you know, that should bring some clarity to you as well, Virgo. This card says that you can have your heart's desire if you stay away from things that are not in alignment with that. And sometimes that means some of this stuff that interferes with your home life or your well-being or the law. Virgo, that's what I have for you. Capricorn, by the book. Focus, home, well-being. The first card, 7 of Swords. This can be about sneakiness, manipulation, potentially not really trusting those people in your environment. Okay. I feel like this is a bit of a double message. Capricorn, if you feel like people don't like you, like at work or in the neighborhood or whatever, okay, kill them with kindness, kill them with kindness. Just be yourself and don't overdo it to the point of, you know, needing their approval, especially if they already don't necessarily give you that. Like that's one way to really deplete yourself of energy. However, I also see the 7 of Swords can be about somebody who's stealing or sneaking around or lying or breaking rules and shit. And you have the by the book here. So Capricorn, if you feel like someone in your life is doing something sneaky, be observant, okay? And for God's sakes, stay away from them if you can help it. If you happen to know about your friends who do this illegal whatever, then don't go, please. Just don't go. This 8 of Spades says stay away from others. This is about the things that keep you away from other people. This could even be you, Capricorn, feeling like you have something going on that puts you out away from your friends, your family, or the world. Some kind of secret here, okay? And I just want to say to you that your folks will love you, flaws and all. Who gives a shit? There is no secret that is so terrible and dark that you need to carry it alone, okay? And I'm not speaking to everyone, but I'm speaking to somebody here because this 7 of Swords, Capricorn, talks about evasive behavior, not quite coming straight forward and on the up and up with things. And the by the book is certainly requiring that. Okay, it's definitely saying to respect the law, to be on a fair and moral balance. And this 8 of Swords is about keeping yourself away from things that are bad for you. Okay, even if that means you feel a little lonely, a little isolated, it's better than being in the company of toxic energy patterns that may not be conducive to the life that you envision for yourself. I want to say, when we have great epiphanies in life and we decide, like, you know what, we're just going to like move in a new direction, begin to grow and heal and everything else, and maybe your spiritual awakening, right? It can be very lonely for a while because that same old crowd that you used to blend with, you don't blend with them anymore because you're changing. And I feel this for Capricorn, like, I don't blend anywhere. You know, I'm just seeing dissonance, or I'm seeing tragedy, or I'm whatever this could be. I want to say to you that this isolation that you may feel, or this dissonance or estrangement from others that you may feel at this time, Capricorn, it has to do with where you're headed in life. And it has to do with your moral compass being potentially a little bit different than others. Okay. And it's not a bad thing. You can grow on your path all by yourself, Capricorn. Did you know that? and those other people be just fine. They'll grow on their path in whatever way that is, and it has no responsibility or bearing on your shoulders or you them. I just want to say here, I can feel for Capricorn how there's a call here to recognize where you might be limiting yourself from expansion or even making yourself sick or ill, okay, by not speaking about the bad habits that you might have, the things that you might have going on that bring your life down or whatever. Like Spirit is saying, you don't have to share it with the world. You can come to an acceptance or an understanding within yourself, and create an action plan within yourself that you never tell anyone else about, and you can become a healthier version of you. You just know where to place your focus, and that is on your path and your journey, okay? But to sit in silence and suffer alone is not going to help anyone in your life, even yourself, Capricorn. Keep away from toxic behavior, and for God's sakes, don't barricade yourself in with some toxic behavior. I also want to say that this is not everything. You have the power and the ability to make all the moves and changes that you want with your life. Any future that you could envision, you can continue taking steps in that direction, and eventually you'll walk right into it and you'll be there. Sometimes we find out what we want in life by experiencing what we don't want first. And then we get brave and cut that tie and walk away, even though we're invested however much. So take that as it resonates. That's what I have for the Earth signs today. Thank you, Earth signs.